Hello, the question has came up quite a bit lately of how I raise a foal. When do I put a halter on? When do I pick its feet up? When I do this or do that? And we started this recording this morning. The audio, for some reason, didn't work, so I'm trying this voiceover. It's rather awkward, but bear with me. But anyway, the answer to those questions is at this stage, probably a month or two down the road, is when I may do anything. Right now, I'm not asking anything of this horse. I have very little hands-on. Sure, you saw just a minute. It presented itself to where I could pet him and not cause any problems. I wasn't offending the mother or the baby. It was just part of the world at that time. When we become greedy, in my opinion, wanting to pet them and not having a means to control a situation. That's when the halter comes, but I think, at this stage, it's way too soon. It's way too soon, and it's on their terms if you don't. So therefore, I do very little and don't really let them know that there is an escape, and so therefore I don't want anything from them. I will always present myself, be out there, be available to where, I could be part of the curiosity of a baby, but always drawing the line of respect for myself and for him. He can't go nibbling on me. He can't. I am not his mom. I am not something to chew on, so therefore I will not let myself be in a position where he goes and chews on me. If he begins to be pushy at this point, I'll probably just get out. Not that he ran me out, or I mean, if it's too far, then I have a right to scold him myself. But the point is not to overdo it in this area. The point is to just be present. Don't be something that is wanting something, but don't be something he could take from either, if that makes sense. A lot of questions. Do I imprint them? I try not to. I mean, I don't at all. I just let him be. Let him be a horse. I think imprinting, like I said in the beginning, it's just us being greedy. And I'm not saying that, horses are bad that get imprinted. I'm just saying for me, for my world, I want them to be a horse and learn the respect that a horse teaches, and there isn't no better teacher than the mother itself. That being said, there's some mothers, that aren't very good mothers, or let them be a little orangutan. Well, that might be a situation where I might step in and I might end up having more hands-on if the mare is kind of a pushover. And that little baby is a banshee, then that's when I have to become a better parent than the mare. In this case, this mare is awesome. She's a great mare, great mother. The baby was not maybe 15 minutes old, and I've never seen a mare scold a baby so harshly in the beginning. I mean, it wasn't, just enough, but it was fair. And she drew her line right there. So there's so many opinions, about how to raise babies or even train horses or work horses, whatever, how to feed them, how to do this. These are all my opinions. We all have opinions, and I'm not saying mine is the only way, but this works for me, and these are my thoughts on them, as far as leaving the baby alone. Let myself be available, but, not overdo it. Everything needs a moderation. And, if you overdo it, we end up putting too much of us in the dynamic. And I want a horse, and that's what I want. I don't want half human. And in doing so and doing too much, and this is my opinion on I wouldn't say imprinting, but over handling a baby is it's kind of our greed. We want to be able to touch his ear. We want to do this, and yes, but all in due time, brick by brick. Rome was not built in a day, and take your time at it, and let the parents be the parents. Let them become horses. A horse that was born in a herd and not touched until he's 1 year old or 2 years old or whatever. I mean, in some aspects, to me, that is so much easier to train. Yes, I do have skills to rope but they already kind of know a yield. Horses that have been imprinted, and I'm not saying it's all bad, and it's not. They're very, very gentle, but to me, there's an important part that starts to become missing, and that is a certain fear that I do believe horses have, and that's instinct. That's self-preservation. And we tend to teach them not to kind of go against that. Well, in doing so, nothing really affects them, which is a good thing, but there's a lack of respect that begins to be missing. You ask them to leave. I hope if I spank them because they're being rude, they get offended. But on a horse or a colt that has been overhandled, there's no fear. It takes a grizzly bear to back one down, to get them out of your way. Where I think it's important to leave that fear, that in turn becomes respect. Same respect that you may have for, in some cases, your father. When you got in trouble and your mother said, well, I'm going to tell your dad. Well, the reason why you were so afraid is because he would definitely deliver, and hopefully he was fair. But there was a fear knowing that he would be able to back up what he says and back up your mother, but there was a respect. And so therefore that fear turns into a respect. And in turn, it's a respect for everything around you. So anyway, that's my idea on it. But moderation is huge. Don't get overzealous on your goals. Brick by brick, Rome was not built in a day. So in conclusion, all in all, it's moderation. Little by little, make darn sure that you're examining and watching what the mother is telling you. No, they do not get to be rude or pushy, but then again, get yourself out of situations to where they don't have to tell you to get out, or notice those things. As time goes by, she'll let me know how much I could get done, and so will the baby, but it's not about getting things done, it's little by little. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to present myself, let myself be out here, and honestly, I'm very smitten on this little colt. I'm really excited for him. This really cute. He does have a name, but you'll have to stay tuned. The name kind of goes along with this baby, and so you can't have one without the other. And so therefore, stay tuned, because we'll announce the names when this baby comes out, and hopefully you could come along with me on this little journey, and it should be helpful. But then once again, this is my opinion, this is my thing. It's not written in stone. It just helps me out and works well for me. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and see you soon. Yeah, these babies we're keeping. I have pretty big plans. It's been a long time since I got to start one of my own and be able to step by step, have my horse. Of course, I have my bridle horse Rascal, which is a half brother to that baby that you just saw, and I really like him. He's my right hand man, and so I'd like, okay, that's really pretty and nice, but he's my right hand man. I'd like to have a full set of hands, so I'll have two pretty cool ones.